ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। I welcome all of you for today's session. So Sri Krishna Janma Līlā. In the last session, we discussed till sloka number 11. I think sloka number 10. So in the last sloka we discussed, Parikshit Maharaj was asking a question. Oh my dear, so Gurudev, why he killed his mother's own brother? Prataram cha avadhit kamsam matur adhata daharhanam. Then today we have to discuss 11th sloka. Deham manusham kati varshani vrishnibihi yadupuryam sahavatsit patnya katya bhavan prabho. Translation is quite easy. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has no material body, yet he appears as a human being. For how many years did he live with the descendants of Vrishni? How many wives did he marry? And for how many years did he live in Dwaraka? So those are different questions which are asked by Parikshit Maharaj. Deham manusham asritya kati varshani vrishnabihi. So with this human form of body, Lord, how many years he stayed along with the Vrishnis? Yadupuryam sahavatsit patnyaha katya bhavan. How many wives he got? So these are the different questions which were asked. Next, commentary. Madhunam puryam mathurayam. Madhunam puryam mathurayam. Dwarakayam cha. Matuhu Brataram. This is over actually. Tadarhanam. Okay, next. Varshani Katam Bhutani. So Manusham Deham Asritya Vartamanani Ityarthaha. That means this present Krishna's body. So along with this body, so how many years he spent actually? Tatasya Manusha Manena Kati Varshani Ityarthaha. Palitaha Paramatma Narakrutihi इति नराकृति परम ब्रह्म इति गूढ़ं परम ब्रह्म मानुष्य लिंगम इत्यादिभिः मनुष्यत्वस्यैव स्वरूपलक्षणत्वात् व्याख्यानन्तरं न घटते. मानुषमाश्रित्य that means accepting or otherwise sheltered in human form. Sheltered in human form, how many years? Sheltered in human form, how many years? He lived along with Vrishnis. Manushmasritya means sheltered in human form. This much. Manushmat asritya meaning is this much. So then total meaning of this sloka is what? Sheltered in human form. How many years he lived along with Vrishnis? Okay. Next. How many years which are sheltered in human body he lived along with Vrishnis. So the meaning of this is how many human years he lived along with Vrishnis. So this is the meaning of this. Okay. So Manushamasritya. So this is the meaning of this is Manushamasritya. So Manushamasritya is connected with the ears. Manushamasritya can be connected with the Kṛṣṇa. That means how many years? Just you have to restructure this to show that Manushamasritya is going with what now? With the he in the first explanation. He, that means he, the one who sheltered in human form. So how many years lived along with Vrishnis? That is the sense. That means Manushamasritya you can take, you can do Anvaya. That means you can connect this Manushamasritya with the Kṛṣṇa, or otherwise Manushamasritya you can connect with the years, Varshani, Kati Varshani. Which you prefer? Which you are liking? Tell me. Which you are liking? Which is good? You are seeing the two interpretations. Manushamasritya, I connected this with the Kṛṣṇa. Then what is the meaning? Kṛṣṇa, so who sheltered in human form, so lived, that means how many years lived with the Vrishnis. So this is the first one. Second, I am connecting Manushamasritya with the years. That means how many years, where the years are what? So measured according to the humans. Or otherwise measured are the, so sheltered, these years sheltered in the human body. That means years sheltered in human body means measuring the years based upon the human calculations, human lifespan. So I am connecting Manushamasritya with the years, and I am also I can connect Manushamasritya with the Kṛṣṇa. Which you like? You are getting my point? Second one. Sure. Why not first one? What is the problem actually? You are getting any problem? Yes, Ravindra Sachiput. Yes, wow. Ramani. We like Ramani also. We'll take her also. Ravindra Sachiput, tell me. You are going with one or two?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I would prefer going with the number of years, because here the Beham Manusham Astritya, if we refer to Kṛṣṇa, then we will be referring to the, we may, some people while reading it may refer it to the human-like body of the Kṛṣṇa, which is not Sachidanand Vigraha. So I would like to go for the Manusham Astritya as with the number of years.
Okay, and Mother Ramani, where is that room? Please raise your hand. Who is Ramani? Anyway, so that is Jaganmohini Mataji. You want to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji. I also prefer the second option. That is how many years which are sheltered in human body. That is how many human years Lord Krishna lived. Because I'm not comfortable that accepting sheltered in human form. Also because the calculation in terms of human years, that is more what you call from a reference point also, human years calculation. That makes more sense to know, understand the number of years he lived from human years calculation rather than other one appears that as if he has taken shelter of human form as per the meaning. So I prefer the second one, how many human years he lived along with.
Okay. Ramani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I want to say that we are concerned about the human form of Sri Krishna who comes to the material world, and we are not concerned or we are not bothered about the years he spent in the Vrindavan in the material world. We are more concerned about the human form. That's why I prefer that years are not that important.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mataji. So, first one is not correct. We should not do like that. If you do like that, but Sanskrit allows to do that, but still we should not do. So that if you do like that, what is happening? Krishna is accepting, is sheltered in the human form, means originally he is not in the human form. He might be in the some form, or otherwise he is not having any form. And now he is accepting that, or he is taking that. That sense will come. Or that is very much unliking for us. That is very much unliking for us. We cannot accept that. We cannot accept that, which is against the philosophy. Which is against the philosophy. Okay. So that's why tatascha varshani ityardha falitah paramatma narakrutihi iti narakriti param brahma iti gudham param brahma manushya ityadibihi manushyatvasyeva swarupalakshanatvad vyakyantaram na ghatate. Because if you go with the first explanation, what difficulty you are going to face? You are going to face a greatest difficulty. That means his original Swarupa. That means his Swarupa is not the human form, but maybe it may be some other form. Now he is accepting that human form for the time being. That sense is coming actually from the first kind of interpretation. But what Shastra is saying? Shastra is saying Paramatma Narakrutihi. What Shastra is saying? Paramatma Narakruti. Most of the devotees, they are very much confused and they use very wrong way of the, so even their lectures. I heard some lectures also. Very blunder mistakes they do actually. Krishna accepted human form, they say. It's a blunder mistake actually. Krishna himself is human. He is having the human form. He didn't accept. Originally, that is existing. This is a very fundamental truth. It should not be so taken in any another way. And it will create a big nonsense actually in our philosophy actually. So what Shastra is saying? Paramatma Narakrutihi. What our Shastra is saying? Paramatma Narakrutihi. I am writing here. That means what? Paramatma whatever you are seeing, you are saying the Parantattva, absolute truth. Absolute truth means human form. Absolute truth means human form. This is the permanent. This is the eternal. And this is the fundamental fact. Maybe you got human form now. So you generally get the different forms, and now you got human form because of your piety. But human form fundamentally belong to whom? Fundamentally, human form belongs to the Paramatma. What is that reference? Paramatma Narakritihi. Second one is what? There is one more reference is there. Narakriti Parabrahma. Narakriti Param Brahma. Third one. Gudham Param Brahma Manushalingam. These three statements are saying what is the Swarupa? That means Swarupa Lakshanatvat Manushatyasya. That means these three statements are establishing what? Absolute truth is having human form, and which is the intrinsic characteristic. Human form is the intrinsic characteristic of absolute truth. Absolute truth means human form. So this fundamental point is established actually by the Shastra. That means absolute truth is having the human form intrinsically. That means like intrinsic characteristic means what? Like the saltiness in the salt. That is an intrinsic characteristic. You cannot separate that from that. Like example, so cow means sasnadi matvam, having the dewlap, so having the bump. So this is the intrinsic characteristic of a cow. You cannot avoid that actually from that object. Similarly, what is the intrinsic characteristic of absolute truth? Human form is the intrinsic characteristic. Who is saying? These three statements, these three Shastric statements are establishing that. So that's why, if this is already established, now when you go for this Sanskrit word manusha, so manusham asritya, if you go and interpret, your interpretation, maybe grammar may allow, that means so sheltered in human form, that means he is accepting for time being the human form. That kind of interpretation you may do, but you cannot. So you cannot do this. It is stopped by what? According to grammar you may do, but it is stopped by the fact established by the Shastra. So Shastra is saying that human form is not accepted. It is originally, it is there with him. Okay. So that's why you cannot go with the first interpretation. You cannot, you should not do. And nowhere you should speak that Kṛṣṇa accepted human form. You should not say. If you say, you are wrong actually. Kṛṣṇa is human, having human form intrinsically, eternally. It is there from the Anadikala, and it will be there for Anantakala, from the beginningless to the endless. Okay, is it clear? Absolute truth means having the human form. And people think that, Are, you got human form for the, that means 84 lakhs of species. He invested this also, and he allowed this also. That means for time being you got human form. You think that human form belongs to us, is the permanent, and Kṛṣṇa is temporarily accepting. No, yeah. He is originally having, and by with your piety, you are getting that. And that human form is what? Is absolute truth, and it is a Satchidananda Vigraha. It's beyond the modes, but your human form is with the modes actually. Is out of the modes, this form is built. But that form is eternally existing, which is always Anandamayam, which is full of bliss. Okay. Yes, Mani. You have any question, or you raised previously hand? Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay, next shloka. Rajanand. Hare Krishna. Quickly, actually, we have less time, Prabhu. Half an hour already gone. We're not able to hear you. You don't have mic, actually. Your mic is not enabled. First, you should enable your mic. While logging in, you should say that, what is that? Accepting that. Mic enabling, you should accept. Then only you can speak. Your mic is not enabled. Please check it, your connection. Hare Krishna. Last one. Etadanyaccha sarvam me mune Kṛṣṇa vicheshtitam vaktumarhasi sarvagna shraddadhanaya vistrutam. O great sages, who know everything about Kṛṣṇa, please describe in detail all the activities of which I have inquired, and also those of which I have not. For I have full faith and am very eager to hear of them. Okay, this is not having any commentary. We can move on. Etat anyatcha. What that means? Whatever I asked, those anyat means whatever. So you feel to say, and I didn't ask, and but you want to feel. You feel to say. Those also you tell me. Sarvam me mune Kṛṣṇa vicheshtitam. Whatever. So you want to say, you all those whatever I asked and whatever you feel to say, all of those you tell to me. All means don't think that the everything of all the Līlās of Kṛṣṇa. Nobody can do that. Nobody can dare to explain all the Līlās because it's impossible. So Vaktum Arhasi Sarvagna Shraddadhanaya. And Shraddadhanaya, that means he is saying, I have full faith on you. So student should have full faith on the teacher. So otherwise knowledge will not go in children. If he doesn't have faith on the teacher, he cannot learn anything. So that will bouncing back. That is very much important quality student should have. And student should select such a guru only whom he can put faith. Otherwise, without Shraddha, just sitting and passing the time, what is the use? Yes, it's a time pass. Okay, Shraddadhanaya vistrutam. So you please describe so elaborately, like that he said. Next, 13th sloka. Naishati dussaha kṣunmam tyaktodamapi badhate pibantam tvanmukam bhoja chutam harikathamrutam. Is the final statement of the Parikshit in this context actually. Then after that, Suta and Sukha and others will come. So this finally is saying Parikshit. What is saying? Because of my vow on the verge of death, I have given up even drinking water. Yet because I am drinking the nectar of topics about Kṛṣṇa, which is flowing from the lotus mouth of your lordship, my hunger and thirst which are extremely difficult to bear cannot hinder me. It is having a very good commentary, so let us focus on that. Nesha ati dussaha kshunmam tyakta udam tyaktodam api. Screen. That means kshut. Kshut means hunger. This hunger is very difficult to bear. But still, it is not going to give any pain to me. Dussaha, that means it is very difficult to bear the hunger. So many days already. Is the 10th canto means already more than 4 or 5 days he finished without any eating. So even he is not eating for this many days. That is prayopavesha. That means till the death he will not be going to eat. Such a promise he did actually. So, and that hunger is giving any pain to him? No. But for everyone it is very difficult to bear. Dussaha means difficult to bear. Ati dussaha, that is very difficult to bear. Hunger is very difficult to bear. But na badate, that means it's not going to give any pain to me. Even after leaving, you don't think that he is not eating means maybe he's drinking something. No, he's not drinking also anything. But still it is not giving any pain to him. Why? Pibantam tvanmukambujochutam harikathamrutam. Because he's drinking the harikatha, amrutam, harikathamrutam, the nectar. Harikathamrutam, he's drinking the harikathamrutam. Where it is coming from? Where it is coming? From the mouth of the lotus mouth of yours lotus mouth. Here you have to focus on the 2 words. And using these 2 words, Vishwanath is playing the whole game actually. Very nicely he is describing this sloka. Mukhambujochutam. Mukambhuja. And Kathamrutam. Both are very important. Mukhambuja means lotus mouth. Ambuja means lotus. Mukha means mouth. That means what kind of mouth? A lotus mouth. Beautiful mouth. And Kathamrutam means, so Amrutam, nectar. That means stories are nectar. Nectar of stories. Are nectarian stories. Here nectar is used for the stories. Ambuja is used for the mouth. Okay. What kind of mouth? Lotus mouth. What kind of stories? Nectarian stories. So now you just note it. Now I am going to the discussion. Note it. We are beginning our discussion now on this sloka. Kshut trusha vyakulaha tam kshanam visramya iti bhavadi rahit bhavadir ityaha naisha iti. Parikshit Maharaj, why he said this sloka? What is the all of a sudden why he is remembering this? This hunger is not going to give any pain to me. Na badate. That means it's not going to give any pain. Why he said? Because he was thinking. That means he asked till now, you please explain me with the different past tense. So many past tense he asked. Na? So after hearing these questions from the Parikshit, Sukadeva Goswami may think, oh my dear Parikshit. So till now you heard so many stories, and now you are asking further stories, and you are not eating for the long time. Maybe I think you should take some time rest. For some time, maybe some little time you should take for the rest. So then I will explain like that. So Sukadeva Goswami may say, so thinking like this, that means Sukadeva Goswami may give some break. So by seeing the situation, because Parikshit is asking even further to hear. So before going to start, so let me give some break. So he may say like that, thinking that, but Parikshit doesn't want such a break, because he doesn't want such a break. And to express that means to not to give any break. So Parikshit is saying this sentence, this sloka. You understood? I hope you understood. Next. Yakshut, and he is explaining further. Yakshut brahmanyapi mam munigale sarpam nyapadayat iti bhava. So that means, my dear Sukadeva Goswami, don't stop like this, thinking that I am already hunger for long, many days. No. Whatever the... So, Yakshut brahmanyapi mam munigale sarpa nyapadayat iti bhava. And you might be thinking, this kshut, this hunger and this thirst, because of this, even I am the very much protector and having the lot of respect for the Brahmanas. And because of this hunger only, and because of this thirst only, I put a snake on the neck of the Brahmana. Yes. And that means here Parikshit is thinking, maybe my Gurudev may think that, oh, this guy is not able to bear the hunger. And because of that, he already, even he was liking Brahmanas, he was very much a righteous king, but because not able to bear this hunger and he did such a mistake, and now also, and he cannot, that means that incident is may remind the Gurudev to Gurudev that, so Parikshit may not bear this hunger. And then he may give break to me, thinking that. So that's what Parikshit is saying, no. Don't think like that. So what he is saying, Tyaktodam samprati tu tyaktam jalamapi tasyahapi badha bhave hetu. So my dear Gurudev, so now the situation is different. Now I am changed. So now not only hunger I am having, even I am not drinking also drop of water from the beginning of this vrata, actually, from the last many days. And still, even you are not drinking, but this hunger is not giving any pain to me. That means even I am not drinking now. Na pibantam. So, pibantam. So now I am what? I am drinking the nectar from you. So that is it. So Vartamana Nirdesh Shanamapi Punar Pana vigame naiva vivekaharini kshada pradhur bhavishyati iti gnapayati. On top of what he is saying, if you stop saying this Harikatha, this Krishna Katha, even for a moment, if you stop, then stopping of that Krishna Katha will make. So, Punar Pana Vigame Saiva Vivekharini. And because of this stopping of Krishna Katha, I will become mad. And once again, that hunger, whatever is there inside, that will wake up. So that's why you should not stop. That's right. You should not stop. Don't stop. On the reverse, if you stop, I will feel more hunger. And I will die. Because of not hearing the Krishna Katha. But if you continue, I never feel. And this is the sense actually we should take from here. That means he is so much absorbed in the hearing Krishna Katha. He doesn't want to away from the Krishna Katha even for a moment actually. And that is the way one should enjoy the Krishna Katha, serve the Krishna Katha. Then you are in the devotion. Okay? That much absorption one should achieve in his life about hearing the glories of the Lord. Do you think? It's not that the forcefully doing. Even whatever the given time for the Krishna Katha also we are not able to absorb ourselves that much time. Of course, maybe that's the speaker's problem. Speaker is not so explaining nicely, so that can be the reason. We are not like Sukadeva Goswamis. But at least for the pure devotees case, when you start hearing them, so you should be getting such absorption. I don't know when we will get that. We need the mercy of the pure devotees. So much anartha is there in the heart. From the millions of the lives, we accumulated so much nonsense actually in the heart. And because of this, we are all the time unknowingly, actually, unconsciously, we are driven away by those urges. Because of previous samskaras, we developed so many urges actually for eating, for sleeping, for drinking, for having the sex, and for having the wealth, name, fame. So many urges are there. Those are not simply desires; those became now urges for us. So all the time they are impelling us, and sometimes, most of the times, we are forget about our goal also, where to go and how to be absorbed. And such a powerfully they are influencing us actually. And you should understand how much we are seriously diseased in this condition, diseased with these samskaras. I don't know when we will come out from these urges, when these urges will be finished. Only by the mercy of pure devotees, by the mercy of previous acharyas, by the mercy of sadhus, so we can develop. We are helpless. We are completely helpless. We are completely helpless, and so knowing that situation, so one should keep on enduring actually. Your endeavor cannot achieve that. Mercy of the pure devotee will award that kind of taste in you. That doesn't mean that you should stop endeavoring. If you stop endeavoring, means you are finished. You are surrendered, you are defeated, you are accepting to go away from the Krishna. That will make your life more and more hell actually. You'll be finished actually. You'll be finished and you are just submitting yourself to the Maya. You are submitting yourself to the urges. That means we are seeking for the mercy of the pure devotees means it doesn't mean that you should stop your endeavor. So that means your endeavor will not enough to achieve that. That is the sense, that is the meaning you should get. Endeavor should keep on going, but that is itself is not sufficient, and causeless mercy of the pure Vaishnavas is always you are seeking, you are looking, you have to look for that. That you should not. You are not the achiever, you are the beggar, and you are given your award. That is a mood actually. I don't know. Please pray for me. Please, you all, so that I can get that. Sincerely saying, actually, I don't have any such a taste. Like the way the Parikshit is saying, really wonderful. Atra Ambhoja Padena Kathamrutasya Madutvam Aropitam. Now you see, the previously in the Anvaya time I said 2 words are there. So what is that? Ambhoja Padena Kathamrutasya Madutvam Aropitam. Let me share that. See, mouth is like what? Lotus. In the flowers, what it will be there? From this lotus mouth, what is coming? Kathamrutam is coming. Yes, from the lotus, this is coming. This is lotus. From this, what is coming? Kathamrutam is coming. So, since mouth is lotus, because of this, you can claim. What you can claim on this Kathamrutam? Sweetness, madhutvam. Yes or no? Amrutam will be what? Will be sweet. Sweetness you can claim on this. You can claim sweetness in the Katha because of mouth is compared with the lotus. Because from the lotus, whatever is coming, how it will be? It will be sweet or not? In the flowers, what will be there? Makarandam, honey will be there or not? So that's why Kathamrutam is what? Is sweet. So sweetness is claimed in Kathamrutam. That means Katha is Amrutam. Apart from that, you are claiming one more quality. What is that? Sweetness also you are claiming. Based upon what? Based upon the mouth is compared with the lotus. You got this point? Try to relish. Try to understand. If you don't understand, and you cannot relish. If you don't have such an angle, you are finished in the path of the devotion. Then what you will enjoy then? So that's why try to be alert and try to understand each and every point that will give the relishment, and that is the devotion actually. That means all the devotees, they describe even the nails of the Lord so beautifully. They invest all their everything. So surrenderance means what? You should invest everything for the service of the Lord, even your intelligence. If you claim yourself will be lazy and you don't want to invest your intelligence, and you don't want to invest your mind, if you don't want to invest your time, you don't want to invest your money, and you don't want to invest your health and wealth and everything, body, then what is your devotion actually? That's not devotion actually. So that's why devotees has to invest everything for the service of the Lord. You invest your intelligence also. Understand deeply. And so feel the more and more the beauty of the way previous acharyas relished this Bhagavatam, this Kṛṣṇa Katha. So Mukha Ambhujam. So mouth is compared with the lotus. And from that mouth, this Kathamrutam is coming. So because now by seeing the lotus, so comparison, that means mouth compared to the lotus, by that lotus word, you can claim the sweetness in the what? In the Kathamrutam. Amrutam anyway, it is Katha is Amrutam. That is already there. And apart from that, one more quality you claim. That is Madhutvam. That is sweetness. That means what? Why? So he's saying this. So he's saying on top of this, Tena tasya madakatvam. That means it is, if you take honey, more honey, if you take, what will happen? You'll become mad. Like bumblebees, honeybees, if they eat more and more honey, they will become mad actually. So now in this Kathamritam, what is added? What is the quality is there? Madhutvam is there. That means if anyone drink this, they will also become mad. Madakatvam abhivinja. Like if you drink the liquor, so people will become mad, like that. And mattatvam, it will make you mad. You will become mad. That means once someone became drunkard, even if you beat him, you will never feel any pain. If you pinch and if you cut, you'll never feel pain. So now Parikshit is saying, my dear Gurudev, this Kṛṣṇa Kathamritam, already 9 cantos he heard. So this brings the madness. By drinking this, one will become mad. And because of this madness, what happening? He is not feeling any hunger. Viprashapadi sarva dussaha dukkam vismarakatvam. That means he is not worrying. Oh, I unnecessarily I kept a snake on his neck. And Sringi, so gave the punishment. So why I heard it? I couldn't have done like this. I couldn't have done like this. I have to die. He's feeling any pain like that? No. Parikshit is saying, hey, my dear Gurudev, I am not, that means the curse of the Brahmana is very painful, but I am not feeling even a little pain of that. Even he is not feeling hunger also, and he is not feeling pain for any curse of the Brahmana also. That much intention is there in these words. When Parikshit said that, what? Mukam bhoja chuta kathamrutam. When he used these 2 words, this much feelings is kept in these, behind these words. Tvan mukam bhoja chutam harikatamrutam. Parikshit is saying, so that means, oh my dear Gurudev, don't think that because of this hunger, so because I cannot bear my hunger, that proof is the curse of the Brahmana. So I gave curse, I got curse because of not able to control my hunger. And now that hunger is still paining me, and you may think to give a break to me. But don't do that. Because even now in the present situation, so even the curse of the Brahmana, which is unbearable, that is also not giving any pain to me. Then what to speak of this hunger? Because he became mad of drinking this. Next. There is one more thing. One more important thing is there. Very wonderfully, our Acharya is saying. Glorious Acharya. What is saying? Yadva amruta padena mukambojasya chandratvam aropitam. You can do one more exercise on these words. Now what we did, based upon this comparison of this mouth with the lotus, you brought the quality of madhutvam in the kathamrutam. Similarly, since katha is compared with the amrutam, based upon this amrutam word, you can claim one more quality in the mouth of the Sukadeva Goswami. Reverse also you can do. Like this, you can do. What? That means his mouth is like lotus. And what? So this is releasing the Amritam. That means this Mukham is like what? Amritam, from where it comes? From the moon it comes, Amritam. Moon releases Amritam. Yes. Moonlight is so pleasing, it is Amritam. It's like Amritam. Yes. So similarly, since Katha is compared with the Amritam and that is coming from the Mukha, so that means based upon this Amritam word, you can claim what quality to the mouth? Not only Ambuja quality, you can claim one more quality on the mouth, that is Chandratvam, moonness. It's like a Mukha is like what? Chandra. Because it is releasing mouth means it should be, it is releasing Amrita means it should be Chandra. This we'll discuss tomorrow. Thank you very much. Any questions? Very little actually, we have little time, okay. We'll go on. I don't know. And it will be finished. If I got some service, urgent emergency service, it's very most important service actually this is. But I am also having on top of me some more. So based upon that. Archa Vigraha. Okay. Is it related to our topic or some different question? Anyway, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, small question. You said that, I mean, you explained so nicely and it was a very nice class, beautiful class. But you also said one statement that this Sanskrit can be changed, you know, you were explaining that in the beginning. So then how will we come to know? You are expert in Sanskrit, so you know this has been changed. But then how will we come to know that they have Manisham, they are having those two meanings?
Changing, no, is allowing. That means based upon the grammatical rules. So Manusham Astritam, you can interpret in two ways. Manusham Astritam can be applied to the Kṛṣṇa also, Manusham Astritya, you can apply to the Varshani, that means to the years also. So not changing. First of all, I'm correcting your question.
Okay.
So, okay, Sanskrit allows these two interpretations, but whom we should pick? Whom we should pick up? What kind, which interpretation? First one or second one? For that, we give the proof that not the first one. If you take the first one, then what? It is going to the fundamental fact. What is the fundamental fact? The fundamental fact is absolute truth is having the intrinsic nature of what? Human form. Human form is the intrinsic nature and it's not accepted sometime, after some time or later time. No, it is originally, it is with him eternally. So that's why if you interpret Manusham Asritya, that means Kṛṣṇa is accepting the human form. If you say that means he's not having before, that means human form is not intrinsic to him. It is going against. That's why first interpretation you should not do. You got this?
Yeah.
Yes, so you now you got, or previously also you got?
Previously also I got it, but my question is this, Prabhuji, ke aapko malum hai, you know about this Sanskrit grammar and all that. We, a common person like me who's reading it, I mean, then if it is going to change this way and that way, how will we know? This Kṛṣṇa thing, we know that Kṛṣṇa ji is a human form. But then if there are some other complex words, how will we come to know that aisa dekhna hai ki bhai do angle se dekhna, like that? So we have to learn Sanskrit for it.
No. I am not saying that learning Sanskrit is mandatory. Hearing Kṛṣṇa Katha is important.
Okay.
So attentively hearing, that is I am expecting actually. So one should hear attentively whatever is being explained. Yeah, actually, in society, everyone doesn't need to learn Sanskrit. Maybe if you learn and then, so anyway, Prabhupada translated into English also. Those books are there, and also he also writes. Not every time, but sometimes he writes and sometimes he may not write. So the main point is one should develop such a taste for the Krishna Katha and such a. So, but intricacies are there and reminiscences are all being explained or opened by our acharyas and making some. That means they are always making us to maintain the philosophical discipline. We should be following. We should be having the discipline. Actually, you should not lose that discipline. So philosophy should be properly maintained. Actually, philosophical discipline is very much important. Sometimes you may say Krishna accepted human form. If you use the loose way of this, and it is creating so much very wrong conception in the minds of the audience, and also if you also think it's that's dangerous. So that's why philosophical discipline has to be maintained. That is the main important. That means acharyas teaches us various things while commenting. He teaches this and he teaches the how to understand the hidden, that means meaning and the heart of the speaker, heart of the listener, and understand that the bhava behind that. So these are all. So what you should do, if you learn Sanskrit, if you know the Sanskrit, good enough, then do that. And if you don't know, then you hear.
Okay, Prabhuji. Here, I will hear. I will hear. Not learn.
Anyway, we are there, and yeah, we are there, and we will not die immediately.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Sir, Ravi Teja, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you. Thanks for the lotus mouth of Venu Gopal Prabhu.
No, not
Very excellently told the fundamental basic thing of intrinsic character of the Paramatma, absolute truth.
yes.
And here in this Manusha Mashruta, this can be otherwise also understood because fundamental truth is absolute truth has a human form, but that human form is Sachidananda Vigraha and full blissful. There is no, as we heard in Ishopanishad and all, different parts can do different functions, and there is no nose, no blood, no vessels, like that. That kind of form Lord has really.
Yes.
But this Manusha Mashita means he is taking the shelter of human body means, I don't know whether to ask this question or not, but it can be thought like that human body means which has nose, blood vessels and all the mucus things. So it can be also understand sometimes he shows the property of such a body.
Such a body mean? Please clarify your question, Prabhu.
Means
So,
actual absolute truth form is a human form, means shape is more beautiful than the human, and through Shastras we heard it has no mucus, no blood, no means this neuron means this nerve. And also he can also perform, he can eat from the eye, he can walk with the ears, he can stand up on the head, and he can do any function with any body of the part. Okay, that type of blissful and unconceivable form and a beautiful bluish color Shyama Sundara form, absolute truth, Lord Kṛṣṇa. That is his actual intrinsic fundamental form of the God. This Manusha Mashita means a human shelter in human form. human form, whereas our thinking human form means I see my father, or I see my mother, or I see my son. Our gurus are having so many difficulties, and it is a body, flesh, and mucus and nerves, and only can have a limited performance with a limited body. So can we also can understand sometimes he has shown this property also while coming into the earth? Just this is my maybe nonsense question, but
That means while coming to earth, so he is showing the Manusha Masritya means like human form, like human
yeah,
beings.
yeah,
That means mucus, blood, vessels also there in him.
yeah. Because in the stories we heard, when he was bitten with arrow, the blood has come. Like that, due to showing such properties, it has been mentioned like this.
That means sometimes his form is becoming like human form, like blood and vessels are there, and
Not like that. Exactly, we cannot say he is a Lord. He can do anything. But as per
what you want to achieve actually from that means what your point actually point
point
what you want. Yeah.
means okay. By telling this Manusha Mashrita, you have
That means
immediately.
I rejected that to apply to the Krishna, and I said that you should apply that for the only Varshani. Varshani means years. For the years you should apply, not for the Krishna. But you are trying to apply for even for Krishna also. You can try. You are thinking like that. You are just brainstorming. We can apply to the Krishna and say that Krishna is also accepting Manusha, means like our human bodies, how we have. So our human bodies, the properties, and that kind of body he is also accepting. That you want to mention. Huh? So that kind of interpretation can we do or not? You are asking. So then we cannot do that. If you say that, that means he is accepting. That means the properties, the way the Maya is giving to us through this body. Similarly, he is also getting the same things. Then that means he is under the control of Maya. And his blood is also not blood like us. His veins also is not like us. That's why he is not so having the human form of like us at all. And if you accept, sometimes he will be having like us, then you are accepting. Or otherwise you say that he is showing the symptoms like us. So then what? That means he is also having the pain. That is not normal, like our pain given by the Maya. He never get any pain given by the Maya. He never get any properties which are given through the Maya, because Maya is untouchable to him. So his body is completely transcendental, and that is there always. And now you are saying even his transcendental body, but sometimes he is accepting the like material body properties. What kind of interpretation this is? You are saying he is originally having the transcendental human form of body, which can eat with the hands and which can walk with the hands and eat with the hear with the ears, and that means you are accepting that human form, but it can have multiple capacities. But you are saying sometimes this human form is going to accept the properties of the material bodies. Then it is going to wrong. Na? Then your philosophy is not standing here. Your philosophy is not straying. Here, he has human form. That means he can, and apart from that, akartum, anyatha akartum, sarvam kartum samartha. With that human body only, he is doing anything. He can do anything with that eyes. It does. He is eating with the eyes means it doesn't mean that now he doesn't have eyes, but he is having the multi capacities. That you should understand. That means it's beyond our imagination. Beyond our mental imagination, our mind also cannot reach. That means we are saying human form, and we are immediately saying that, so thinking human form, you don't take him as so lightly. and that human form is beyond the capacities of the human form what you have. Your human form is limited to your human form, in that eyes are limited to only for the action of seeing, but not the action of eating. But his eyes are like human form eyes he has, but those eyes are having the multifunctions. That means here what we are saying, by saying human form, people may think that so lightly, oh, that much only, na. But immediately we are saying that human form is very special than your human form. That only you should take. That is the sense.
Thank you, Guru. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Virendra Kumar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu,
Hare
just clarification. As you mentioned that we must take Krishna's intrinsic nature as human form, and Prabhu,
Not
when
Krishna,
we see,
absolute truth, Param Brahma.
Yes.
That is Krishna.
yes, Prabhu. And Prabhu, in 9.11 verse, when we hear that verse, na avajananti mamodha manusi tanmasritam. So with that verse, Prabhu, how do we correlate, and how? Because here it is said that those who are considering this, they will be Mayavadi, and
Yes, yes.
that kind of thing. Just to clarify, if you can clarify, please.
Like they think that Manusha tanum asritaha, like Kamsa, no, Jarasandha. This example Vishwanath gives actually. He was thinking, he is a human being and I will fight with him and I will kill him. So that means thinking that human form is normal human form. That is wrong actually. That is the thing when Bhagavad Gita is saying, Manushim tanumasrita means the people how they have destructible body. So such a way, if anyone think about this human form, that is their muda. You got? Okay. Any other questions? Thank you very much. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Anantakoti Vaishnava. Jai Sri Prabhu. Jai.